So I just did this video where I showed how a bug is fixed in an app. But now I think it might be interesting to show you how I turn that recording into a video quickly, because I think it's quite cool. So what I've just done is when I finished the recording, I got Ecamm to show me the recording, and then I fired up Descript. So I'm going to go new project. Let me see, I've got 1 hour, 13 minutes of free. So if you do want to try Descript, you actually get like 3 hours of transcription. If you're doing a lot of short videos, it's actually like, I still haven't paid for it, but I am going to pay for it for sure. So I'm trying to write the title, How an iOS Bug is Fixed. All right, so then I get my video, I just drag that in, and that is going to start transcribing. So I'm just going to go, yeah. And it's just going to transcribe the whole thing. The way I do this is I load it in, I do all my editing in here, but then you can actually go publish, export as a timeline, which is a Final Cut Pro timeline, and then I'll bring it into Final Cut Pro to make any last tweaks. And if I want to add any titles, or you won't get all the sort of extra features that Descript gives you, like the titles and things, but I just quite like getting that basic timeline and then not having to go through Descript's publishing process, just being able to sort of go into Final Cut and do stuff there. So here we are. Here's the video. Now look, you see there's a lot of ums, and it's underlined those. So we can actually go remove filler words. And the other thing is, if there's any sort of longer gaps, silences, like here, here's me sort of like clicking through some stuff. If I keep silent, then I know that Descript is going to be able to trim all that fat out. So let's hit the magic thing and go remove filler words, apply to all. You see, like, so that's pretty seamless. I thought it might be. So I'm just going to like shorten word gaps of longer than like half a second. So I can shorten it to 0, 1 second or more, 0.5 seconds or more. Let's do this. This is going to be rough. 0.1. Let's apply to all. See what we get. Okay, I am going to put the captions on, and I'm going to get them right for the first bit. This gives you the video edit, but it also gives you captions, which you can use in Final Cut as well. So that's really useful for putting stuff on YouTube or Facebook. Let's just see if we can spot any. So airdrop that over, and sure enough, it wouldn't load on Video Pencil. And if I do spot, sure enough, it wouldn't. Yeah, it's as easy as that to trim something out. Wouldn't load on Video Pencil. One of my ticks is sort of, and I'm actually going to search sort of, and yeah, look, 39. And then sort of. Structure might work. It's just sort of stuck. So, which is a sort of backwards control. Yeah, this is one of my ticks. I'm just going to apply to all and make myself more articulate. Okay, so I'm just going to say that's good enough. I don't want to spend all day on this, but I do know that my aggressive processing will have trimmed out my little intro sequence, which I would quite like to keep. Let's cut that there, cut that out, cut that out. And then let's just make sure at the end, who is Jill? Ciao, I said. Just extend that out to the end. This might be easier to do in Final Cut, to be honest. Right, so now we just go publish, which you can't see, it's behind my face. Export, how a bug is fixed. We're going to go timeline. I'm going to export it. Okay, there we go. So we've got the file, and we've got this FCP XML file. So now I can actually quit out of Descript and launch Final Cut. Okay, you can see I did one. So I'm just going to go File, Import, XML, and how an iOS bug is fixed. Load that. And that's going to import the XML. Oof, it's a meaty one. And then here it is. Ooh, look at that. Like, imagine if I'd had to do that, but it would have taken me hours. Right, why is this? Yeah, so we've got some overlapping subtitles, which it will complain. I don't know if this video is going to be perfect. I don't really want to spend an hour rewatching myself. Right, so I just like tidy it up. Let's just throw in a transition just for fun. I like the flip. So I'm going to make that short and snappy, not that snappy, computer's chugging a bit. So what I like to do is also, so Soundly is this app that gives you sound effects, all indexed, and again it's something I've actually like just started paying for because it's actually quite cool. So let's find like a swish sound, and we can, yeah, just grab one of those, and you can literally just select the bit you want and drag it into Final Cut, like that. Hi, it's me, Michael. Just turn it down. And then if you're being a very good boy, just make sure it's marked as a sound effect. Hi, it's me, Michael. Does it need to be earlier? Hi, it's me, Michael. Let's just tighten that up. Hi, it's me, Michael. It's better to start from sound when you're doing animation. Like, if you try to, like, find a sound that's going to exactly fit your animation, then you're going to have a much harder time than if you find the sound and then just match the animation afterwards. Like, that's obviously how you do lip sync and stuff. It's a little bit on the quiet side. Right, I'm just going to ship this. Like, the whole point of this is we're not going to spend too long over it, especially a big, long video like this. So I'm just going to share it. I like sharing Apple devices. It's going to be 3 gigs. I'm just going to save that out, and I'm also going to go export captions. There's still a couple of red bits here, which, you know, it's fine. And I'm sure there's some problems with these captions, but for something like this, no one's going to watch it the whole way through with captions. I mean, I could be wrong. Export captions. Oh, where? Like, it would still export. It's just, you know, let's be a good citizen. Right, and US, which this is sort of helps Facebook load them. I think it's EN_US. So now I'm just waiting for this to go. So that's the editing process. So I showed you, here's Ecamm Live. So I used Ecamm Live to record it. So I'm recording now to record this demo of me making a demo. It just gets, you know, recursive very quickly. So Ecamm for recording. I used Beat Sheet, available from Squares TV, just to sort of like automatically pick a couple of sequences. I didn't make any teleprompter stuff for myself for this one. I used Descript, which is an automatic transcription editing tool, and then once I'd made all my edits in the text editor, I exported that out into Final Cut. I loaded it into Final Cut Pro, and then I showed you Soundly, which is another app that you can get, which gives you this library, so you can find a lot of Foley and bits and pieces and useful sounds from there. And then we're just doing the export, and I'll upload this to YouTube. I think I will load the captions in. I will, you know, do all the YouTube stuff in there, and then that will be ready. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in this sort of thing, come to Squares.tv and you can find my apps. This is Squares TV, Video Pencil, Shoot, got a podcast, Can You See My Screen? We've got Shoot Pro webcam for Mac and PC. I've got Beat Sheet. This is software. Here's my interviews with people. I've got some fun stuff like how to make a 3D virtual environment for Zoom. We've got some stuff on live streaming remote video. It's all this kind of stuff. And there's a delay calculator. If you're using OBS or Ecamm and your mic is out of sync, then this is a really easy tool for doing that. So come and sign up, get involved, try out my apps. They're all free downloads, and if you like them, then you can pay, but you don't have to. But sometimes it's quite hard to get set up, so I always give you the chance to try it first and just get it working. So there we go. I am Michael Forrest. This is Squares TV, baby.